One thing's for sure, two things for certain. This was a leak. CNN did not obtain a video that Sean Diddy Combs allegedly paid $50,000 to suppress years ago. I could think of numerous reasons why they would want to put this video out. I can give you three just off my head. I think one is Mr. Combs cannot be convicted uh, because of the statute of limitation with this video, and they don't have a case to with everything that's going on. They don't have a case to bill against him to convict him, so they decide to put this tape out so they can convict him in the court of public opinion, so people can see the type of person that he really is. Two is either Mr. Combs was being shaken down and he decided that he wasn't going to pay the money. So the people leaked the video to CNN. Or three, there's a case that's being built and they want to make sure that people are seeing that this guy is the monster that Casie and other people are alleging that he is. When you see stuff, it makes it much more easier for you to accept. There was a lot of people out there, including myself, that said we needed to see more proof before we jump to a conclusion. As I don't go off a word of mouth. I don't go off of just somebody saying that something happened, and then all of a sudden I'd be like, yeah, it happened. Because anybody can be accused of something. But when there's damning evidence like what was shown about Diddy assaulting Casie, that leads you to say, man, I was wrong to think that, hey, maybe this guy isn't being set up. Maybe this guy isn't being bad-mouthed. Maybe this guy isn't being lied on. Maybe this guy isn't in a shakedown. Well, now we know for sure that it's not a shakedown. Now we know for sure that Diddy did what Casie said that he did. And even if he only did that and he didn't do the other stuff that she said that he did, this muddies the water for you to think that now, because we got proof that you did do at least one of the stuff that she said she alleged that you did. So now you did all of it. That's what most people gonna think. My mind can't now turn off that maybe he did this but didn't do that. That's not how my mind works. Now that I got the evidence that I was asking for, I have to believe that you are the monster that Casie said that you was. Makes no sense to me how this thing all played out. Diddy played himself. I said Diddy played himself. You have to look at it like this. You knew that there was a bunch of evidence out there about you being guilty, and you still profess that you were innocent. Not only did you profess that you were innocent, you wouldn't pay this young lady when she was asking you to pay her to keep this quiet. So you let her take you to court. Then when I guess, to me, I felt like she showed the evidence that she had. Maybe she had those tapes or had other stuff, that evidence that could crush his life in court. So he decided to pay out, which makes no sense to me, because if you know that you're a rich person and you've been doing these things to people, what's the sense of you still trying to control that uh, 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 space of you guys being in? Doesn't make any sense to me. But guess it makes sense to Diddy or any rich guys that's been doing this, have been going through this with women. At everybody says it's a control thing. They want to have that power of control, be able to control the situation, be able to control the person's life, be able to control the outcome. When you can't control the outcome now, when you put out this information out in the space, everybody gets to see this. Grandmothers, your daughters, sisters, uncles, your supporters, your detractors, everybody gets to see this stuff. So the people that were holding out last hope for you to say that, yeah, maybe this guy didn't do it, now see that you did do it. When you post cryptic messages on social media saying that the truth will come out soon and, time will tell the truth. Well, time did tell the truth. And the truth is you did assault the woman like she said that you did. And sucks for her that she had to go through all of this, and it sucks for her that when she was telling her story, a lot of people, including myself, didn't believe her. We felt like it was a money shakedown and she was trying to get some money. Maybe some stuff did happen, but maybe not to the extent that she said it is. Well, it's clear that we were wrong. Well, it's clear that I was wrong. And I must say to her that this is the thing that we know, understand that Diddy did what he felt like doing. Diddy put himself out there in that situation and he shouldn't have. Diddy made himself that type of person, you know? Yeah, so how I look at it is it's a time that people like me get to reflect on how do we answer to people saying that they're victims? Do we now just believe them straight off the bat, or do we now still question and ask for proof? Because sitting here thinking that this guy was maybe not innocent, but some would say not as guilty as they were saying he is. When after you see this now, it makes you feel like he's as guilty or even more guilty than they say he is, because he's there, looking for a pity party, which I understand that that's what people do. But when you're in that predicament and you have that type of lifestyle and you are that guy, you are the um, quintessential hip hop icon with $1 billion. You put yourself in a situation where now people get to destroy your legacy. Can we separate his legacy from the man? It's hard for people to do that. It's hard for me to do that. Once you're tainted to most people, they don't really respect what your legacy did. And his legacy now involves him you know, destroying a young lady, brutally assaulting her. And uh, seems like everything else she said is probably true. We have always heard allegations about him being um, gay, and she has put those allegations in there, but pretty much saying what he likes to, you know, that's crazy to me. But um, right now, I don't know, man. I feel like stick a fork in. He's done. Feel like I don't see a comeback story for you in these times. Maybe 5, 10 years ago, you were able to rebuild and come back. But I think in this time of the PC culture, which a lot of people saying the PC culture is dying out, I don't see that. I don't see how you redeem yourself from this. And it's a good possibility that there's some form of someone alleging the same thing that can bring proof that's not past the statute of limitation that can get him locked up. And we'll just have to see how that plays out. Once again, Diddy played himself. The fans, or not the fans, but just people who wanted to hold out hope that maybe he isn't the monster that she said he was. We played ourselves. And Casie deserves an apology from people who didn't believe her. Casie deserves an apology from people who made her feel like she was a liar, a bag chaser, an ambulance chaser, just trying to get some money, when it's clear that she was trying to get away from this guy. And this guy is a monster that was trying to keep her locked up with him and didn't want her to leave. It's crazy. But this is what happened. These dudes with money who have access to all type of women will ruin their life over one woman because of control, because they want to be able to keep this woman with them because it's a control thing, evidently. I just find that crazy. If she don't want you, let her go. There's a million other girls out there that want you. But with these guys, guess that's not how it worked. So, that's crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. This is a crazy one, man. I'm out.